Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to 2 Point Museum. We are back in Memento Mile with some more developments today. So last episode I did promise I was going to go max out the education or knowledge on these and max them all out to make sure that we were pristine. That has now been done. So if we take a look at our map here, just going to start a new expedition to get us underway. We are done at Spoony Dunes, everything is unlocked, everything is pristine and all of the research has been done, and the same over here at Must End. Now last time we looked at we can't go to the Temple of the Blobs because we need Wetlantian guests and we don't have access to that yet. Up here at Lake Long Lost we need Enlightenment level 3 in marine life, which again we don't have access to, unfortunately, not here anyway. And then down at Withering Lair we do need the drill to get to that, and the same with Great Midge Ridge, we can't go there either. We do, however, have the Primal Frontier unlocked, as well as Bigfoot Gardens and Swallow Hollow. I think that is a obstruction, so yes, we can clear that. And the Norn Wood, we need to run a tour containing 2 man-eating plants with a rating of over 3.0, so we can do that. But before we do anything, we're going to the Primal Frontier. We need a prehistory expert, a botany expert, an assistant, and a janitor. And we have 2 potential things here. We've got a plant and a prehistory mystery that we can unlock there. So I'm going to, first of all, I'm going to take Kylie Bullfrog. That will get us the snow delay, which will remove that event. We then have the potential for an injury called Hurty Leg from the climbing accident. I don't think we're going to be able to clear that because of the low level of all of our staff at the moment. I mean, it's not that low, but it's people like Basil here who's only level 3. We might be able to get rid of Slippery Ice, and we can certainly get rid of the Avalanche, which is an MIA. We could do that now with Angelina Latrine, which actually also removes the Slippery Ice event. That takes us up to 23. So what we could do is, if we have level 2 in Rapid Restoration, which Basil can train in eventually, we can then eliminate that. Well, we can get that event, which gives us a +1 exhibit quality. But if we have a janitor who's at level 7, which we do have, we can actually take, if we take Aussie Marmalade, who has pilot wings, we can then maybe drop out Angelina Latrine for someone else. Although we don't need to. Angelina is set up for that sort of stuff. So what about Chloe Pye? We could just take her. Although I might take Aussie because I want to level Aussie up. Oh, I've just messed the whole thing up. That was great. Let's make sure that we do that properly. Adam Mills can come this time, and then we'll make sure we take Aussie Marmalade. It doesn't remove the climbing accident event, unfortunately, so maybe we just take Cuthbert, and then that removes all of those potential events. We'll make it a detailed expedition, and we will take... Although, if we take that, we can still take Aussie Marmalade, and the first aid kit will be used to get that event sorted. That takes our survey level up by 80% already. It is a long expedition, but it will be really useful for us to get that done so we can boost the level of our exhibits as quickly as possible. Now, while I am doing that, obviously we could go over here to Bigfoot Gardens and knock that out already. So we should probably hire a new botany expert. So let's advertise for 3 brand new botany experts and see what we get. So the museum in general is flowing quite nicely. Obviously we're pretty packed in here, and the idea is to move into this new location and potentially take some of our old exhibits from here into that new space, just to open this place up a little bit more, because it is rather cramped and you can't really see much of what's going on. But until I get my new exhibits in, I don't really want to do any of that just yet. What we could potentially do is start setting up zones. If I have a look at my staff here, not in hiring, need to find where this is. I think it might be here. Yes, so zone assignment. We can create some zones here that will help out our staff management in a much better way. Now, I don't really want to do that just yet, because obviously it's better to have those zones set up once you have a fully finished museum, I guess, because otherwise you'd have to just keep adjusting them all of the time. And the zoning, basically, the way that it works is you have to zone specific areas that your staff can go into. And if I have a certain zone that doesn't reach a staff room, that could become problematic. And I'm not quite sure how it all works, so I do need to play around with that. That was a kind of tool that was... I didn't have enough time exploring it and making it efficient in the last playthrough of it, and I've not really had any time to dive any further into it. So how's this expedition doing? It's very slow. We're at 20 of 92 days, but hopefully that will speed up. What I suppose we could do is have a look at what we can do to decorate this space while they are away. I did put in this cave area, so I wanted this to be kind of like a little cave system, so we might as well just duplicate this wallpaper and place it there, and then we'll put it all the way along this wall here. So this whole area kind of looks like the interior of some sort of ancient cave system, and the dinosaurs in there. We've got the old stone tablets and things, and then we'll change the flooring in here as well. I think maybe we can go with the ancient tile in here as well, and that just kind of keeps that theme running throughout. So we've got the cave floor and then the ancient tiles, and then if we just grab a wall partition here, what I want to do is, as we move into this new area of the museum, kind of want to create a little bit of a, yeah, that'll do, that's quite nice. Then we'll just get rid of this, we'll add in a little row here to eliminate that space, and then I think we're okay there. Perfect. Then we will again duplicate the cave wall, bring that to here, and do the same here. Then we are going to put in some doorways. So we'll put a one-way door in here, like that, and then I guess we want to put a one-way door in here. Now the problem with that is it means anybody who needs the toilet in this area at the moment is going to need to go and do a full lap all the way around this empty space to get to the toilet, which is not amazing, but they do have the ability to go outside and then come back in, so that could work. Right, we have a dilemma here. We're going to slide down because we've got the survey skills, which knocks 3 days off the expedition time and brings us back with high morale, which is a really nice little bonus there, considering that's such a long expedition. Now, what else have we got? Oh, we've got something going wrong here for some reason. Just going to clean this up. There we go, done. Then looking at the rest of this space, I think that's a nice little entrance area with a lot going on. We might move that Unihornus into the middle there just to give it a bit more space. But other than that, I'm quite happy there. Then outside, we are obviously going to need to make sure that the pathway here is looking a little bit more presentable. So I'm going to take the outside sort of stuff here, and we're going to just do a little path that comes back down and meets up with that space there. Then we're going to have it join right up with the rest of that little pathway. Then we will close that off a second. I'm going to then frame it quite nicely with this going all the way up. I think maybe we want to come out again just to finish that framing off. Yeah, that's nice. Then we'll do the same here, all the way up to the edge. Okay, that's nice. Then we want to take the cobbled bit, and that needs to go all the way up like that. Good. Right, oh, hang on, made a mistake there. I wonder if actually we just keep this going all the way down so it all links up. That looks good. I think I'm happy with that. Then I'm going to take the grass here. We're going to just get rid of this bit, and then we'll get rid of this here. That goes all the way down because we don't actually need that. Lovely. Then I guess we can decorate some of this outdoor space, including putting in a few more trees and stuff that go along here. But before we do that, we're going to open our crate and we're going to see what we've got. An Aurora Arborealis, the glowing glacial tree which performs photosynthesis with icy water and the northern lights. Okay, it needs to be in a cold climate, and it is frozen, so we've got to make sure that we're looking after that. Right, okay, that's interesting. That's a nice new exhibit for us. We can then head back out to the Primal Frontier, and we will once again, we're going to take Kylie Bullfrog, and we'll take Basil Mastic, then we'll take Angelina Latrine, and our last one will be Aussie Marmalade. We will add in a first aid kit. We'll make it a detailed expedition. That knocks us up to 85% on the survey level, which will push us into the epic class level 2 and get us pretty much halfway, well over halfway to the pristine level. So that's good. Right, back over here then. Let's do some outdoorsy stuff. Right, I want to kind of keep this row of dirt coming along a little bit further. So we'll just drag that and then kind of make it go outwards a little bit, bring it back in, and we'll just create these like patches of dirt where we can then have some trees just to make it look a little bit more lived in, I guess, or like a bit of a mess, shall we say. Then we'll just duplicate some trees and place them all the way along to the edge there. And we'll do the same again here. So again, I just want to make a little bit of a pathway here with these, and then we'll duplicate some smaller trees now and place them in there. Cool. Right. Got some nice trees in there. We could maybe do some outdoor seating in this little space so that there's somewhere for a picnic or something. And that just kind of works really nicely. We're going to get rid of this tree. We're going to research it. Might as well, just so we can get it out of the way. Although I think, do I need a botany expert for that? Or is that prehistory? It does. It requires a botany expert. And, of course, we advertise for some botany staff. So we've got Sunny and improves exhibit analysis speed. That is actually perfect for what we're looking for right now. Luna Petri Dish and Herbert Fairfax. Herbert Fairfax gets a boost to analysis as well, so he can go in there. And then Luna Petri Dish is a junk foodie and is loyal, so they all work quite nicely. This one was fine under workhorse, so yeah, good. A workhorse is good. They can go longer without a break. And then, of course, we are getting traits like the survey skills. Now, can I, now that I've unlocked it, can I train that yet, or do I have to wait a little bit? I do now have analysis unlocked, which is great. What about, then, our security guards? Nope, because we haven't done the security tutorial yet, so we can't do that. But analysis is really good. We've got the penny pincher coming back in again for a limited run. So I'm going to place that right there. That gets the buzz maxed out. And if we have a look at our sticker books, actually, you can see, and if I go to general here, the olive statue is now maxed out. So we've got the silver for that. And then we've got the horse statue that's on its way up as well. So we now have all of those showcase exhibits unlocked, as in they've all had a visit to the museum at some point. And they are kind of around about the between 100 and 200, apart from the olive statue, which seems to be a very popular request to have here, and that has gone very well. So that's good. On the sticker book front, we've also got the garden sign because of the deconstruction of that Aurora Arborealis. And we will hopefully, when this expedition comes back, have another new exhibit for our brand new part of the museum. But looking at this, everything's looking pretty solid, really. There's not much to complain about. And now that we have those botanists, we can probably start a new expedition. So we are going to head over to Bigfoot Gardens, and we are going to start that new expedition. Let's take Luna Petri Dish. We do have the stagnant water. We do need a survey scanner for that, so hopefully that will allow us to unlock the survey scanner. We also need to take a security guard, so we are going to take a Cooper Barton here that removes those two events. We'll also take the expedition journal, and we'll make it detailed because why not? It'll give us the survey level that we're after. Luna Petri Dish maybe could train up in survey skills as well, so that's something that we could look at. Let's just have a look at our training menu then, because we do have new staff members. So Basil Peppermint here does have exhibit analysis speed because of his analytical skills, so we'll give him analysis as well. That gives us 2 botany analysts. We'll then have Victor Eoraptor take on survival skills level 3. And we can have a look at our assistants. They're fine. Janitors are all good. And the security guards, now Tommy Sovereign here we brought in. He accelerates recovery from injuries. And we already have Violet Poodle, who is Pilot Wings 1 and 2. Let's have Pilot Wings here as well. And they can be our expedition security, because as you can see in the expeditions now, we're starting to get a lot more requirements for using multiple staff members. Rich Little Arms, eloquent, okay, Lord Lass and Halfwit, that's not great. What if we advertise some more botany jobs? So let's get that done. So the botany jobs will be really useful because they'll bring us in a lot of stuff, and they also give us the ability to you know, we get new exhibits, we can start doing the analysis and research and all of that sort of stuff. But maybe there's a prehistory expert out there who can replace some of our current prehistory experts in the analysis rooms. It could well be that once we fully establish this location, we can then start maybe sacking the staff that we have and build up a brand new staff profile once all of these things are unlocked, like analysis and the security stuff. So that's something that we definitely need to keep an eye on. It's just a case of waiting for these expeditions to come back, and it might well be that I have to do some that are a bit speedy just to keep things moving along quite nicely. We're going to have a quick look at the museum while we wait for people then. So security seems to be flowing quite nicely. We've got a really good series of tour guides. Obviously they're going to need to change a little bit because we have new exhibits in here. I don't actually think an exhibit, this one normally, yes, we haven't actually got this in here. So we're going to go to our tour setup and we're going to place that in there. Then we'll just move it up a little bit so that it becomes a bit more of a fixture in the early phase of the tour. So we want it to go further up. It needs to be the second thing, I think, on the tour. Yes, there we go. So we can confirm that, and then that gets added to the tour. We don't have any new exhibits in this area, so we can go over to here and we can set up a tour in this location. Right, we have our, is this Primal Frontier coming back again? Yes, it is, and we have unlocked the Ancient Altar. It is pristine. It needs to be in a cold environment. It is intriguing, so it contributes 1 additional knowledge point, and it is a prehistory marking. It also is cosmic construction, so it generates decorative items. Interesting. Right, so we've unlocked that. We're going to go off and do another expedition, and because of us getting up to pristine already, I think we are, if we have a look. Overview. Oh no, we're only on epic. Right, so we'll take another we'll take Kylie again. This time we're going to take Basil again. We'll take Angelina Latrine, and we will also take, let's take, I don't know, I guess Brad McBoatface maybe could be a good one. We'll take him. That will then allow us to take the first aid kit, and we'll make it speedy this time because we removed the chopper event already. So we'll start that. That'll be a much quicker expedition. We are coming back now from the Bigfoot Gardens. We've also got our exhibit showcase complete. And yeah, that's perfect. Right, we've got a tick for displaying a new exhibit, even though we haven't actually completed the expedition to Bigfoot Gardens, but it is now back. We have completed that expedition, and you may have noticed that your new botany exhibit has a requirement. No? Okay then. Failing to meet an exhibit's requirement will cause it to degrade faster and may have disastrous consequences. Man-eating plants are accustomed to hot and humid environment. Buy a heater and a mister to keep your blooming buffoon comfortable. So we know we've unlocked the blooming buffoon here. Luna Petri Dish has an injury. We're going to send that blooming buffoon to our inventory. We're not going to place the heater or the mister just yet, but we do need to buy those. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to deconstruct this blooming buffoon, so we can unlock the next level of its research. Then we are going to send out new expedition back to Bigfoot Gardens, and this time we are we're going to drop down to a speedy. We are going to take Basil Peppermint for now. Why not? We'll also take Violet Poodle. Now we have the stagnant illness thing which could happen. We've also got Lost. We're going to take that expedition journal. We don't get any boost to our survey level though. And what I actually want is to increase the survey level. So if we take, can we take anybody out? Speedy takes it down to 12 days though. And if we are just grinding up things that we are going to need, let's just do it. Let's go. We're going to go speedy. We'll take that risk. And then we do need to do another expedition. And this one is to heal our staff member who has picked up an illness. So what we need to do is we need to work out where we are going to put our new exhibits. Now this troll grab game, I'm actually going to move out of that area. We're going to place this new troll, well, this other older troll grab game in this space here. We have an expedition that is completed to the Primal Frontier. That is the Aurora Arborealis again, and this one we're going to send to our inventory, and we're going to deconstruct that when we get the opportunity to. The Ancient Altar is going to go in here. It does fit in, only just though. Ooh, okay. Right, so that goes in. I mean, we can put it there, and then what we could do... I'm just going to pause a second, because this is in the way of stuff. So let's edit this building. We will add another little bit on there. Then I'm going to put in some windows at the back, like that, just so that it's still quite bright in there. We'll confirm that. Then we'll move the altar back a touch, like there. Then we'll add in this wall again. Put that in. Like that. Doesn't seem to want to do it. We'll take this one. We'll put that in. Yes, it's gone in now. Good. Then we'll take this and we'll run this along. Like that. Grab this. Place that. Wonderful. Then if I can just move this, what I think we'll do is we'll pick up this freezer and we'll put it there. Then we'll just move the altar into the corner like that, which gives us a lot more space. Then I can make a little bit of an icy pathway that comes down to here. There. And then again, going in like that. Yeah, cool. Right, that looks nice. That's good. Then we've got a little bit of space. Maybe the tree will fit in there. Now, you might notice the two things on here from this ancient altar, and that means they need some things to activate, and we can't get them until we go to the space theme museum, which means this might only be a temporary fixture here unless we can get the items to activate it. For now, we can't get anything because we're unable to activate that extra bit inside, and I assume that the strange markings, once we link them up, it activates the altar, and then I guess it generates the decorative items that it says it's going to generate. So we'll leave it as is for now. Like I said, I wonder if we can just rotate it a little bit. Yeah, we can, and hopefully that's still accessible. So the decoration on here, we need to push it up a little bit higher, so we're going to do that. Let's just have a look at what prehistory snowy stuff we've got. Not much more really, so I can put in a couple of like rocks lying around here. So it looks like there's been some sort of cave in or something. That looks nice, and it's maxed out now, so that's good. Now we just need to get the research on it, and we can resume. Perfect. We've unlocked a trellis fence, and something else, and something else. Wow, okay, we got quite a bit of enlightenment from that. And then we have more rewards. It is hopefully another, it's the folding chap trap. So again, we will deconstruct that. I've already done all of this, that's good. And let's go over to the folding chap trap, dump that in there. And the Aurora Arborealis will go next, so that's fine. And we've got some promotions, then we can actually start another expedition. Let's go back to Bigfoot Gardens here. We'll take Basil, we'll take Mick, we will take the first aid kit. Maybe we won't take Basil, actually. Maybe we'll take... Luna is in a bit of bother. She needs to go and get healed. We'll take... Who can we take here? Let's take Violet Poodle. And then we'll take the expedition journal. We'll make it speedy. Not worried about anything else. Off we go. Then we will send Luna here to the Remedial Springs to heal up. Perfect. Right. So we're gradually eking away at these expeditions. And what else did we have? What else could we actually do? We'll need to plan. Let's plan ahead. Right, we are going to have a brand new area for botany experts when hopefully we can fit that tree in this space. I could, of course, I could move the sonic grabber somewhere else. We could also move this bust somewhere else to then move things around a little bit more. That deconstruction has complete as well. That's really quick actually, isn't it? So that's good to know. Now we need to buy our mister and our heater, but we'll decorate that soon enough. I think we'll wait. And like I've said before, we want to go and get all of these expeditions kind of solidly taken off because what I can do is we'll unlock the Swallow Hollow next, get that obstruction cleared, and then that should hopefully unlock a new area for us. And if we can't get to that, then we know that all I need to do is max out the stuff here. And it's just it's a much smoother way. I was all over the place last time, so it became a bit of a problem. So we've now unlocked Pebbly Coast, which is I think a fishing location. So let's get Remedial Springs back, so that's good. Do we have anybody else that we need to send off for some healing? Did somebody get ill on that one? No. Okay, so we're safe there. Right, so we now have these guys done. What we could do with is someone else trained in botany. Let's have a look. What do we got here? What's this? Tour guidelines. So a lot of the people that we've brought in for tours, they have like traits that increase their tour stuff, but they don't have the tour guide boost. And that's something that we could really do with. So this is where, you know, the staff are starting to kind of expand a little bit. So we're getting them with traits in that are really good. But, like, where are the ones that have that trait that's really good for tour guides? This is probably why your advertising is really, really important. So we've got Bookworm and Robust on Spike Lentils here. So we're going to take Spike and we're going to give Spike some training in survey skills. Then we are going to grab another new botany staff here, Layla Creeping Vine. Chance for expeditions to increase happiness, improve tour guide ability. That's the one, Eloquent. So if we have an improved tour guide ability with tour guidelines on it, that is going to make a really good tour guide. So let's give her tour guidelines. Now the problem is, she also has the expedition-based trait, which is where things start to get a little bit fuzzy. I'm actually going to go ahead and have a look at some more of our staff here. Look at our experts. Luna Petri Dish was a junk foodie and loyal. Let's see. Luna works, you know, junk foodie, vending machines, discount salary. We're going to train Luna in survival skills. I mean, it could be better. We could have some more expedition-based traits on her, but that seems like a decent, you know, a decent go of things, really. So we've got more rewards here from deconstructing stuff. The Aurora Arborealis can now be broken down to max that out, and then we can start a brand new expedition. This one is going to head to the Primal Frontier again, and we are going to take, this time again, Kylie Bullfrog. Where are we at? 30%. So taking Kylie will max out everything we need for this area. We will also take Spike Lentils, why not? We'll take Angelina Latrine, and our janitor will be Aussie Marmalade. We'll also take a first aid kit to remove the injury, and we'll make it speedy, which gives us 95% boost to our survey level anyway. Actually, no, we'll take safe, because safe should give us the max quality we need. Even if we go speedy, we could get pristine, actually. So let's just do that. That will do. Good. Excellent. So now we need to start a brand new expedition. This one again is going to go... Actually, we can go to Swallow Hollow, can't we? So we have a man-eating plant here. Now we need plant camouflage to counter that event. I don't think we can get that until we do this next part for that blooming buffoon. So we're just going to go back to Bigfoot Gardens then, and we're going to start grinding the stuff we need for increasing our survey level here. Now, I don't have anybody yet trained in surveying, so we'll leave it for now. We'll wait until we have our survey kind of staff complete. I think we do have some people training in that. I might have actually sent them off on a expedition. Yeah, I think I did. I've sent them on the expedition. Okay, well, that's fine. Let's have a look. Expedition details. Who is there? I don't actually know, do I? Yeah, we have no idea. Well, we'll just have to let them do the expedition, because I'm sure I've trained, or I've tried to train, a botany expert in surveying skills. Anyway, we are done for today. Hopefully we'll come back with one of those trees and I can see where it'll fit in. I'm hoping it can fit in that corner. If not, we'll be able to just move some things around in this area. The only thing that doesn't have a max buzz at the moment, if we have a look around here, is the frozen cave person, and that's because we haven't quite unlocked all of his prehistory bits. So we still need to get 5 more knowledge points, 5 more enlightenment points in prehistory. If we just scroll down here, yeah, we need 50 for the cave family diorama, and we have 45 out of 50. So we can do that next episode. What I'll do is I'll get all of my surveying maxed out again for the areas that we've explored today. Let's just see what's in this crate. It is another ancient altar, and we're going to research this one. So let's get that one done as well. So yes, I will continue doing these expeditions. We'll keep unlocking stuff and gaining more research. And then when we come back next episode, we'll head off to Swallow Hollow and hopefully get our redevelopment done in our new area. And then we will go to the Norn Wood. Okay, right. I hope you've all enjoyed today's episode, and I will see you for the next one. Bye-bye.